Welcome to Fundamentals of Philosophy. My name is John Taylor and I will be your instructor for this brief term. If you are watching this lecture, congratulations. You're probably going to do better in this course than the students who aren't. And that's because this is the lecture where I tell you what to do to get an A in this course. But first, a quick note about the format of the course. This is a remote, asynchronous, accelerated online course. What does that mean? It means that this course is entirely virtual. I am not physically located in Valdosta, Georgia. In fact, I am actually 3,000 miles west of Georgia in the city of Eugene, Oregon, which may or may not exist. And yet, through the magic of technology, my voice is somehow able to reach you from across a vast expanse of both time and space, which seems somehow appropriate for a philosophy course. This is also an accelerated course because we live in accelerated times. We have 8 weeks to cover 7 modules, each corresponding to one chapter from our textbook. This means that we will be moving fairly fast through some fairly challenging topics. Finally, this course is a part of the State of Georgia E-Core program, which means that credits earned in this course are transferable across any participating college in the university system of Georgia. Our textbook for this course is Exploring Philosophy, an introductory anthology, 8th edition, by Stephen M. Cahn. If you would like to own the full textbook, you can purchase it and access it digitally through the online BlazeView portal. You will also have the option, if you choose, of simply downloading PDF copies of the specific readings that are relevant to your assignments. You can find these linked in both the Course Cafe section of the website and in the course announcements that I will send out at the beginning of each week. You can also email me directly if you need help finding a particular reading. Whatever you choose, make sure that you're only referencing material from the 8th edition of the textbook. Each edition has different readings that are arranged in different orders. If you're reading the 6th edition of the textbook, you're not going to be able to answer questions about the 8th edition. So please double check the readings against what's listed in the announcements. The Cahn textbook is an anthology. It consists of short excerpts from multiple authors arranged around specific topics in philosophy. I do not expect you to read every author in the textbook, which is why each week I will be providing lectures, study guides, videos, and slides, which have been specially designed in the philosophy laboratories at VSU to help you succeed in your course assignments. Pace yourself. Don't try to read everything. Watch the lectures. Read the study guides. Choose a manageable number of texts to read. My advice is to read the more modern texts and refer to the lectures and videos for the historical texts. All of the readings, lectures, videos, and study guides will be sent directly to you at the beginning of each week in the form of weekly announcements. Be sure to read the announcements. Seriously, this will make both of our lives much easier. You will also be able to find an archive of the announcements in the announcements section of the course website. Every announcement will include a link to a study guide for that week. The study guides list all assignment due dates for that week. They provide links to all required materials, and they offer detailed breakdowns of important arguments from the readings. The weekly announcements will also include links to my lectures on the course topics and readings. The lectures, along with the study guides, have been designed together to provide answers, either directly or indirectly, to all of the questions in that week's assignments. In general, the lectures will provide a more accessible overview of the material, while the handouts will dive deeper into specific terminology and technical details. The most straightforward path through the course is probably to watch the lectures, read the handouts, and also review the PowerPoint slides, which helpfully break the key concepts down into context-free bullet points. To make the material as accessible as possible, the lectures will be provided in 3 formats. They will be posted as short video clips on YouTube, provided as streamable audio files that you can listen to while driving or operating heavy machinery, and made available as full written transcripts that you can refer to as needed. All of these materials will also be archived on the course website in a section called the Course Cafe. I recommend bookmarking this page. The Course Cafe will be semi-regularly updated with course materials, philosophy articles, and other things related to the course. You are also welcome, but not required, to post things to the Course Cafe yourself. if you would like to ask a question or open a larger discussion with the rest of the class. Each week, there will be a number of short assignments related to the topics of the readings. There are several ways to stay on top of upcoming assignments. The easy method will be to refer to the study guides that I send out with the weekly announcements. You should also have a link to the course schedule, which lists all of the assignment due dates for the entire term. The assignments themselves live on the course website. Finding them can be a bit tricky. My advice is to skip the homepage entirely and select Contents from the top horizontal navigation bar. This should give you a page with links to all of the module assignments on the left vertical sidebar. Assignments include 6 online discussions, 6 chapter quizzes, 2 written exams, and 1 final paper. You should have links to detailed instructions and grading rubrics for the discussions, written exams, and final paper, all of which are included in the same introductory course announcement that links to this lecture. The point of the discussions is to encourage you to both engage with the material and to engage with each other. The only hard requirements are that your responses be relevant to the week's readings, meet the minimum word counts, properly cite their sources in APA formatting, and include replies to 2 of your classmates' posts. Quizzes consist of multiple choice and objective true or false questions that focus on comprehension of the readings. You should be able to find all of the answers in the lectures, handouts, and PowerPoints, so keep those on hand when you take the quizzes. You will have 2 attempts at every quiz, so use them if you need them. The system will default to the higher of your 2 scores. There will also be 2 written exams, one at midterm and the other towards the end of the course. The written exams are short response format and offer a more comprehensive overview of the materials from the previous modules. You'll have 1 attempt at each of the exams, but you'll also have 2 hours to complete it, which will hopefully be more than enough. All of this is leading up to your final paper, which will be due at the end of the course. The paper will synthesize the concepts from the final 2 modules and apply them to urgent real-world scenarios. Typically, each week will have more or less the same schedule, but check the course schedule for exceptions. At the beginning of each week, usually on Monday, I will send out announcements, including links to lectures, readings, study guides, and other course materials. At the end of each week, on Friday, your initial discussion post and weekly module quiz will be due. On the following Monday, your 2 replies to your classmates' discussion posts will be due. The only exceptions to this will be the written exams and the final paper. See the course schedule for more details about when those are due. This week, your assignments will include the syllabus quiz and introductory discussion, both of which will be due on Friday, January 16th. 2 replies to your classmates' instructions will be due on the following Monday, January 19th. The syllabus quiz is required to verify enrollment and to avoid issues with financial aid. Make sure to download and read the syllabus and complete the quiz by the date indicated in the course schedule. I have sent out links to detailed grading rubrics for maximum guidance and transparency. Please review these to understand how I'll be scoring the assignments. All graded assignments will be open book, so use the course materials. Be aware that there will be a 10% reduction in score for every day that an assignment is late. Office hours are optional and will be held through Microsoft Teams. Look for an invitation to join, and please let me know if you don't receive one. I am also available via email and through the course chat app. I will generally try to get back to you within 24 hours. AI tools like ChatGPT can be helpful for summarizing and brainstorming, but submitting AI-generated content is considered plagiarism. If you use AI for research, please make sure to paraphrase in your own words. At the end of the term, you'll have an opportunity to fill out a short survey. This is optional, of course, but I hope that you'll consider providing feedback. This course is in a state of constant evolution in response to student responses and outcomes. Since we're not in the room together, I'm relying on you to let me know what's working and what isn't. Your feedback helps me to make this course better for future students. And that is it for the course introduction. In the next lectures, we'll be getting into the actual philosophy parts of the philosophy course. And I'll see you there.